Hey guys, here's a fan I got over last weekend. This is a Westinghouse Pacemaker desk fan. This fan is from the 30s, mid to late 30s. I think it was made between 1935 and 1940. This fan it was made during the Art Deco era, which as you can see by the cage and the base and the motor. This was also Westinghouse's economical fan. This was basically the entry level into Westinghouse's fans back in the 30s. And this was also the era, or like the generation or era, same thing, of the first generation Power Air, Westinghouse Power Air, which was kind of had like the same look of this, but it was more Art Deco and it was like the top model. But you can see the badge. It's kind of a little rough, but I'd love to find one of those first gen Power Airs. I absolutely love them, but they're just so expensive. But whenever I got this fan, I got it off eBay. Whenever I got this fan, it was in really rough condition. Like the paint was all like chipping, and it looked like it came off the Titanic. But I repainted it, and I found some pictures of like some original restored ones, 10-inch ones. And these were the colors I could find closest. It's kind of like a reddish brown, dark brown, and kind of like a regular brown for the blade. They also made a 8-inch model, which had 3 blades and spun clockwise. This one spins counterclockwise, which all other Westinghouses do, which is just a Westinghouse thing. And then they also had a 12-inch version. And I believe they had a couple other generations after this one. I think this is the first generation. Had like two, I think they had two other generations after this one. And, but there's not really that many videos of these, surprisingly. I don't know why there isn't that many on YouTube. There's not really that much information about these fans in general. But, so there's the front. I'll show you the sides. And the paint, it is alright. I didn't do the best job of, I tried my best to restore it, like to do the paint really good. But I also couldn't get the blade off. I don't know why, but I mean, there's a screw right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. And I couldn't get it off because it's a flathead, and half the flathead was broken off, like half the groove, and there's no way you can like saw it off or anything because it's just so tight there with the blade and the cage right there. I mean, with the blade and the motor right there. So I just left it on and I tried to tape up everything as best I could. But so there's the side. You really can see the Art Deco look of it. There's the rear of it. Kind of has like a Darth Vader look, which is also what the Power Airs of the time period were nicknamed, Darth Vader. And there's a switch. I had to get a new switch for because the original one was busted, and I think the cord was replaced sometime in the past. But so now I'll start it up. This fan has an awful, horrible rattling problem. I don't know why, but like whenever I got it, it didn't have a rattle as bad. It still had a rattle, but after I restored it, it's worse. It's like horrible. But it's like if I hold that down, it's not as bad. But if any of you guys know what the problem is, please let me know. I don't know if it's like the bearings or something, because I oiled the bearings, And the cage is a little, the blade is a little out of alignment. And oscillate. Like you can see it quiets down. It's really weird. But it runs really good. Besides the rattling. So I hope I can get this fixed sometime. Figure out what's wrong with it. Otherwise than that, it's a pretty good fan. But I'm gonna put it back to. And it has great bearings though. It spins down really well. But I don't know what's wrong with it. But anyways, that's my Westinghouse Pacemaker fan. So yeah, that's it. Bye.